All right, I think this will be a short video. For this video, I'm gonna call it "Understanding the Person Behind the Channel." I know I've talked about myself a lot, but I just kind of want to explain where I'm at right now, and kind of just to further explain. So first of all, um, I've kind of created a world for myself. I wouldn't say a world, but I've created a life for myself. I would say I've created a bit of a life for myself. I've kind of eliminated things. I've added things. I've changed things around. I've just just major changes in my life. Crazy changes, and I've kind of been rapidly developing. I'll explain this to you. So, sometimes as early as first grade, you'll see kids at a much higher level. I'm not joking about that. I'm talking about much higher level. You know what I mean? Like they're only in first grade, maybe halfway through the year, and they've already grown rapidly. And you'll notice that a kid like that is usually in a group of kids, four or five or six, and they've all grown quite rapidly. Okay, it's not always easy to spot that because they're not necessarily the kids who are getting the best grades. So it's not easy to spot that at all. But children will develop or increase in level very fast. Typically, most people develop earlier rather than later, and I mean when their levels going up and everything. The point of why I'm pointing that out is that the changes that have come into me in the last 4 months have been kind of like very similar to the type of changes that occur in a child's life very early in his life. You know what I mean? That's kind of like pretty much saying that I'm starting my life now. You know what I mean? It's kind of saying that I'm changing my life. That my life is drastically changing right now. In these last 4 months, it's probably changed a lot. Now with the kids, now I've talked about this. If a baby is born into a certain environment, first of all, he has to have the aptitude. But if he's born into a certain environment where they always entertaining him, where he's always interacting, he's playing with other kids or other older people, he's playing games all the time. And whatnot, and he's with the mothers teaching him all the time, he will develop so fast. Now, I'll tell you something about me. I developed very fast. Now, I started speaking at a very early age. I could do the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s and all that stuff. Like, really, I'm not talking about like 2 years old or even earlier. I started talking very early. So I developed very fast, but I never developed further than that. The thing with these kids is that, like I'm talking about some of them, they're just developing really fast. By the time they're in first grade, halfway to first grade, they already know what kind of person they are, what kind of friends they have. And sometimes they'll end up sticking with those same friends and know who they are 30 years later, 20, 30 years later, even. You know what I mean? So for me, this is something that pretty much occurs very early in a child's life. This is like early childhood development. And this has occurred to me right now. Now, why do I need to say that? Well, first of all, I have lived as an adult. Meaning I had an adult job, I have lived as an adult, and I was an adult. I was just at a basic level of understanding. Because I was a little quick on my feet, and I was a bit, not a quick, but I was a kind of a fast thinker, and like I said, the best in that level 1 class, and using cheap tricks to kind of beat people who are higher. I passed myself off as quite normal, right? But I was very basic in my mentality. But that's a different life. You know what I mean? What I'm talking about, well, how am I now? Well, the truth is that I'm still developing right now. You know what I mean? Developing as in, I do think I've reached a much higher level, a higher caliber, but, when it comes to what kind of person I am, what I like, what I dislike, what kind of person I am as an adult out there and everything, what I want to say is that that's not really developed at this point. You know what I mean? That'll probably take me a little while. I probably gotta get out there and start working and doing stuff and getting out and everything. And then I'll be able to figure out who I am. At this point, I can't even say who I am. Well, I know some parts of me. I know the basic self. I know the basic self. I know some traits about me integral wise too. I know some traits about me and I understand them, but the truth is that because I've developed so much in the last 4 months, I really don't know who I would become out there. I can't say what kind of friends I would have, what kind of business I would be into, anything like that. But there are some things I can say, and I will say them now. The one thing I know is I will definitely be a moneymaker. It's probably something I'll be good at. And the other thing I want to talk about is these skills that children. Dude, I've seen children so young and so bright. It's just crazy. I've seen children be so bright at a young age. It's insane. Like they're thinking at the level of adults. You know what I mean? In their child world and in their child bodies, they're thinking like adults. You know what I mean? But there's some things I can't say. So I definitely be a good moneymaker. No, I already said that. Okay, the point I was getting at was when it comes to like your everyday politics kind of thing, how you deal with people, who you are, your respect level, your status level. I think that would be pretty strong, definitely. And I think it's definitely that is probably definitely already getting pretty much already there. You know what I mean? I should say it probably is already there. So that's a big factor in our lives, is like the type of person that you are in kind of in your own life, politically. You know what I mean? So that's a big deal. It's sometimes being mean can be an advantage. Sometimes being nice can be an advantage. But just as you're forming yourself, you do certain things, and that builds your life. If I'm at level 1 basic level for so long, everybody wants to be in on the life just for fun, for the fun of it. Yeah, I mean, it's something different, something they don't see, something they don't understand, and it's fun to kind of communicate with someone like that or interact with someone like that. But at this level, it's just I know that when it comes to like if I wasn't, even if I was in an office building, if I was in a big company or anything, I could handle myself and I could deal with people however I want to deal with, to be very honest. At this point, I am at my strongest in a long time. First time ever, I'd say I'm at my strongest. And it's a good feeling to be there and whatnot. But the point is that I haven't really exactly developed. And that would be seen probably, I would say I would say within 6 months to a year, it would be it would be pretty clear of what kind of person I was, what kind of activities I would be into, the kind of people that I would hang around, the kind of crowd I would be around, who I would associate with, what kind of business I would do, how I would dress, and because I haven't really changed my outfit, how I dress and all that stuff, what I do in my day, what I do on my free time and things like that. That would pretty much develop, and that would kind of clarify. That would be a bit more clear. I would say another thing that's changed is literally my appearance. My appearance is more, I would say, genuine. Like this. Some people can change their appearances around and all that stuff. You can squish your face a lot and change it around. But this is kind of my genuine face. And I like that. I like being genuine, and I like the fact that I have a genuine appearance here and a genuine appearance to show. So I'm done. I think that was enough. I don't think I need to repeat basic points. If you watched it, you understood. I think.